This morning at the open, there was a mixed bag of delta. It's coming in negative on the NQ, positive on the ES. I tried to catch along when we broke back above whole number. I lost the first trade. Second trade was a winner, up about 800 bucks on the 4 different accounts. I should have waited for a reversal candle to enter the first trade. I did not. But on the second trade, I waited for the reversal candle, and the second long worked out great. Now we've broken above the 20, got a green background, still have a green fast trend on the MMT trend and reversal indicator. Had a nice push up further. Got a hand-drawn support and resistance level up around 25, another one at 72. Just looking at what might be next if we break above yesterday's high. Had all this delta coming in, this top here, we were right at yesterday's high. Sometimes when a bunch of delta comes in, after we've already had a nice move up, and we're at a key level, could be a sign of exhaustion. We just bounced down 30 points off of yesterday's high. NQ is a mixed bag today, negative and positive delta, down and up moves. ES has been much stronger. We had an ebb and flow dot on the first 5-minute candle, but price never went below the trigger candle here, so no entry. Keeping my eye on this level though, for possible move back down to VWAP if it would break 79. We just bounced right off the 20 SMA, also the center of the current 15-minute range. Bounced up 30 points there. Had a nice wicking candle off the 20 here. I got in on a little scalp long when I saw us approaching yesterday's high again with this uptick in delta, expecting us to break yesterday's high. Got out for a little scalp, but it definitely went a lot further, up almost 1100 now. We've been having some hold up at this 20 area, right where I drew this line pre-market, one of my manual support and resistance levels that I drew pre-market on this 60-minute chart. Just had a nice 10-point drop off of that level. Highly recommend drawing manual support and resistance lines on higher time frames. I use the 60-minute chart for that. Still dropping, just dropped over 20 points off of this line that I drew pre-market. Just looking at all these wicks, wick, 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 wick. A few rejection wicks here, a couple there, all along this line. Very important line. So having these in conjunction with yesterday's high, yesterday's close, yesterday's low, pivot points, these are all my different favorite levels of support and resistance. Then I've also got the cosmic indicator printing these levels automatically. I saw we had a bunch down here, which helped give me confidence in my longs that I took earlier this morning. I also had moved my trading copier down to just trading 3 accounts when I took that quick scalp. So that was just on 3 accounts, not 4. I'll switch it up throughout the day. I've got a few accounts that are copy trading on this chart, and then I've got some individual accounts that are trading on this chart and this chart. So 3 NQ charts, 3 different accounts that I'm trading in using these innovative ordering buttons so I don't have to have chart trader up. Got the 15-minute, the 1-minute, and the 5-minute NQ, and the ES 5-minute, just to check for confluences in delta and key levels on the ES as well. See, we made it right up to yesterday's high on ES, right when we were getting up to that 24-25 level that I had marked out. So extra confirmation, extra confluence, always helpful. Got an ebb and flow dot on the 5-minute. We did not break above more than a couple points. Looks like we broke above by 3 ticks. Plus we had that key level that I'd drawn out pre-market. Definitely want to make sure it gets well above that. So no trade entry there. I've done a few videos now on how to trade the ebb and flow system. The ebb and flow indicator is definitely not just a simple buy and sell indicator. There's a lot more that goes into the strategy. I just took the ebb and flow short. We had an ebb and flow signal on the 5-minute NQ. I was waiting for a break a couple points below the close of this candle. I set an entry order at 57. It just dropped almost 20 points there, bouncing off the 20 SMA. I took that trade on 3 accounts, up 1600 now. We also had a background change and a fast trend entry candle on the 1 minute MMT trend and reversal indicator. Got like 14 points on that move in 1 minute as well. Also had the ebb and flow on the ES 5 minute. It worked out. It was pretty close to VWAP though. Had this ebb and flow signal earlier that did not trigger, never broke above the high. We also had some nice delta coming in on this candle with the ebb and flow signal. So the more things in confluence, the better. Especially when I'm checking out these ebb and flow signals. I'm looking at all my other strategies and setups, trying to make sure everything is in alignment as much as possible. There's definitely not just one simple strategy or indicator that is going to make you a better trader. I'm using a playbook of almost 20 different setups and strategies that I'm looking for every day. And it just takes a lot of time to get a good feel for the markets. We're getting held up here. We're getting held up here at the center of the opening 15-minute range. Had a nice 15-point bounce off the center of the opening 15-minute range right here. This orange squared line. See here, we broke below the center of the opening 15-minute range on the ES, and we also broke below the 20 SMA. It looked ripe for a test of VWAP. I hardly ever trade the ES, but I do look at it for confluence with the NQ. We're getting a little hold up at the pivot at R1. Just bounced up over 15 points off that area. Got VWAP coming up. It's 10:08. Got another 20 minutes or so of trading. Might even be done sooner if nothing super amazing pops out. I'm already up pretty well in the day, so only looking for absolute amazing opportunities. And in general, try to only look for the best of the best trade opportunities. We have another ebb and flow signal. If it closes below the low of this candle by a couple points, but then we have VWAP. It's way too close to VWAP. I'd want to make sure it broke below VWAP. And after this large move up, I'm going to want to see a lot of extra confirmation before I get into a short. And this is where personal discretion comes into play with any of these systems. I'm already up on the day. I'm going to want to see a lot of reason to get short, more than just this ebb and flow signal. Want much more delta coming in. Want a strong break below VWAP. These live trade recording videos that I do, where I am offering commentary on my mental thought process, getting into these trades, and talking about exactly what I'm looking for when I'm taking trades. I think this is the most beneficial type of video that I make, yet for some reason, these are always the videos that get the absolute least amount of views. My live recording trade videos get the least amount of views out of any of the videos that I make, which I think might say something about why most traders are not successful. The videos I make with titles about making $10,000 a month off automated trading strategies, and the videos that I make titled Simple Trading Strategies on Moving Averages, but the live trade recordings where I'm giving commentary and detailed analysis of every trade that I take, hardly anyone watches. So that's been interesting to witness as a content creator. It gives me a little perspective on where most people might be at, and just kind of the mentality of the herd of retail traders. Got a reversal signal on the MMT trend and reversal indicator. Some green fast trend candles here. Some delta picking up. Broke above the center of the 15-minute opening range. Made it up to the 20. We're bouncing off the 20. The ebb and flow signal never came close to triggering. So we've had 4 ebb and flow dots appear, but 3 of these dots never triggered a trade. There's only one trade triggered. We closed below the low of this candle by a couple points. We had plenty of room to our next area of support and resistance, which in this case was the 20 SMA, and we had a lot of delta coming in. So you can't get this indicator and just use it as a buy and sell indicator. You have to understand the rules of the strategy. 1 trade today so far, 1 winner on the ebb and flow strategy. Just got into another short. saw this huge move on the NQ, 100-point move on the 5-minute NQ, and tons of delta coming in. I got in short on 3 of the accounts, had a really nice trade, a little bit higher take profit, up almost $3,000 now. That's after commissions, $225 in commissions. I was just sitting here editing today's video and saw that move. I had to take it. Also wanted to point out that this manual support and resistance line that I drew right around 12 just held up here. We got to a low of 10.5 or so, bounced up to almost 30. 20-point bounce right off that hand-drawn level there. It was also the 20 SMA on the 60-minute chart. I love the 20 SMA on the 60-minute, the 15-minute, the 1-minute, and the 5-minute. I'm taking all these trades on my Apex Trader funding accounts. Apex is still having an 80% off sale until the end of July. If you use code MonkeyMan over at Apex, you always get the best price, and you help support the work that I do on this channel. Indicators like the Composite market profile and the solar wind that I have on the 15-minute and the 5-minute charts painting these candlesticks, those are available over at NINZA. If you use code MonkeyMan over at NINZA, you get an extra special discount. Even if they're having a crazy sale, you get an even deeper discount. I hope you got some good ideas for your own trading. Hit that like and subscribe button if you'd like to see more. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.